In this lesson you learn which movements you can get with the crane and how. I have a small version of it, but it's very stable for my use. I use it a lot to get product shots on small sets, as well for other creative movements, which I show you later in this video. A crane can be mounted on a regular tripod. Simply mount the base plate from the tripod to the base of the crane and mount it to the tripod. Now we add the camera and place it securely. The next step is to mount the counterweight. You can use any normal weights that you already have, if you have some. Hold the crane with one arm until the weights are mounted and secured, so nothing can fall down. You can adjust the back part and add or remove weights as needed to balance the crane out. If it's balanced correctly, the crane should stay leveled horizontally. Ensure you loosen the brake in the middle of the crane to check if the balance is correct. You have two brakes, one which tightens the vertical moves and the other to tighten the pan movement. You can also extend the crane if you want larger movements, but it has to be balanced again if you change its length of it. Additionally, I use the Ninja V external monitor with the long HDMI cable to monitor the shots I get. Now start with the first move. This is a simple crane lift. Start at the ground level and lift the crane smoothly. Try to start slowly, get faster and stop slowly again. If you have jitters in it, you can tighten the middle brake to get smoother results. The other shot is the opposite. Start high up and let the crane down to your subject. The best is to use a foreground to make the shot more interesting. The crane is also a great way to get long takes like this.
Hey, that's my fault! Hey, that's my fault! Hi!
Let's create a more difficult shot, combining the crane movement with the pan. First, tighten the brakes for the pan, so that you get smoother movement. Now plan out which movements you want to get and simply start tracking the movements in the height and direction.
Now the thing is this, if we put too much pressure into our business, into our goal, we narrow our mind. We're not open anymore to possibilities and solutions, and we push the goal further and further away. The secret lies in preparing everything, do everything what you have to do, hire everyone you have to hire, and then let go and lean back. That's the secret.
To make the same shot even more interesting, let's add a gimbal in front of the crane. Therefore, we need to add more counterweight. To control the gimbal, we used one person more, which controls the gimbal. We used the second tripod with the solid fluid head on it to mount our smartphone and used the app from the gimbal with the gyro mode. This way we can control the gimbal's movement as you do with the regular fluid head on a tripod.
How can we possibly achieve great things if our dreams are too small? We can't. It's logic. If your dreams are small, your results are small. So dream big, dream great. Even if you think it's crazy, it doesn't matter. The bigger the dream, the greater the results. The sky is the limit.
For the next shot, use only the camera and change the tilt position. You can do it directly on the crane by turning this wheel. Also, we mount the camera lower by adjusting the mount position. This way the camera tilts down if the crane moves up. Pay attention that the camera doesn't hit the ground if you let it down again. For product shots, it can also create very unique vertical parallax effects. Another way to use the crane is a simple top-down shot combined with the lift shot, which I use a lot for product shots. Therefore, we have to mount our camera to be pointed straight down and then lift the crane. You can also combine the crane with the dolly. Here we set up the dolly and mounted the crane directly on the tandem dolly, which is very simple with the Seckler tripod to change from tripod to dolly. Now we place the dolly so that the camera can make a simple push out. And after we leave the car and have space above the camera, start with the rise up shot. Simply amazing and a really smooth shot. Important is to mount the crane only if everything is balanced correctly. Unbalanced setups can fall over because the Dana dolly is not secured on the tracks itself. Another movement that you can get is the 360-degree spin, if your subject is placed higher up than the crane and you use longer focal lengths so that the crane is not visible in the shot. It offers you a lot of new possibilities for the price. You are limited with the reach because it's a smaller crane, but again, really amazing for the price. Maybe we should make soon a video about bigger scissor cranes. It would be amazing. Let's create.